Hey survivors, it's Angie, and today at queenbeing.com, we're going to talk about how to finally take charge of your life. Let's get started. Let me ask you a question. Are you sick and tired of feeling sick and tired? Look, everybody wants a better life, but very few people are actually willing to take charge and make it happen. And unfortunately, when we have been through narcissistic abuse, a lot of times we find ourselves in the position of inaction. Okay, so it's the accumulation of fears and a lack of responsibility that are really to blame here. You can't really take charge of your life and transform it into something exciting and fulfilling unless you choose to do that. So, guess what, my friend? It is never too late, and that's what we're going to talk about. So, I'm going to give you some tips for how to take control of your life and put yourself back in the driver's seat. All right, here we go. So, the first thing you want to do is you want to take responsibility for everything. I know, it sucks. The easiest way to deal with life in general, as it is today or as you want it to become, is to take full responsibility for it. So, that doesn't mean that everything is your fault. And it doesn't mean that you take responsibility for every single person's mistake, but what you do is you take responsibility for dealing with your life. Okay, so that means if even if your parents abused you, it's your responsibility to deal with it now and move forward. Who else is going to do it? You feel me? So taking responsibility is incredibly powerful because you then have the power to change. If it's someone else's responsibility, all you can do is wait for someone else to fix it. Get it? Yep. All right. Number two, raise your standards. If you're content with making $50,000 a year, hey, by all means. But don't expect to ever make $1 million salary, okay? If you're content with your love handles, awesome, but you'll never see your abs. People only improve until they're content and then they relax. So, how do you stay positive and content at the same time becomes a question, right? Well, here it goes. You can be okay with who you are, and if you want something to change, let's say about your love handles. You want the love handles gone? Should you focus on how much you love the love handles? No. Should you focus on how much you hate them? Nope. What should you focus on? You should focus on getting healthy. Period. Feel me? It's legit. Focus on I am working toward becoming the healthiest person I can be, or something like that. Okay? All right. The willingness to accept your current circumstances, to be okay with who you are, it's a decision to maintain your current life. So set your standards accordingly, but don't beat yourself up in the process. Make sense? Okay. Number three, avoid being afraid of failure. So this is the primary obstacle for most people. Okay. People are afraid of failing. Of course they are. You're going to fail all the time, and you're not going to think anything about it. Your parents might have told you you were always going to fail. Your narcissist might have always told you you were going to fail. Might still be telling you that. But, so what? The thing is, so what if you're 5 minutes late for work sometimes? If it's not a big deal, let it go and move on. Maybe you cook the chicken parmesan like a little bit too long. Big deal. Spill your coffee, you misspell a word, whatever. Do you take all of that personally? Probably not. So how can you start taking less of the rejection in your life personally? Well, the prospect of having a script rejected, if you're a writer, drives you crazy. Losing a competition drives you crazy. The more you fail, the more successful you'll be in the long run, as long as you can learn from your failures. As long as you can learn from your failures and try again. Okay? If you only do things, freaking fly. If you only do things you know you can do, you're going to be stuck. So, number four, stop caring what other people think. This is a major obstacle, okay? It seems silly to worry about the opinion of someone you barely know, but we all know we all do it, okay? So, no matter what you do, you're being judged by other people. I'm being judged by people right now because I'm on YouTube, okay? So, let go of it because, quite honestly, half the world thinks you're wonderful and the other half doesn't. Even if that were the case, at least half of them do, huh? I think it's just a matter of most people are going to be okay with who you are, and those who aren't, you know, don't attract them to yourself. So we focus on I only attract healthy, wonderful people into my life with good intention. All right, number five, embrace discomfort. Changing anything in your life feels at least a little bit uncomfortable. Am I right? The anxiety that you feel is nothing more than a feeling in your body, like a sunburn. So you really don't have to allow it to stop you. I mean, if you're uncomfortable, change your mind. Be excited instead. It means that you're doing something to make a difference in your life. And this is what we as survivors really struggle with sometimes is going through the discomfort, the uncomfortable part of recovery. But if we can keep trudging on and getting through that, guess what? We're one step closer to recovery. True. All right. Number 6, be proactive. Taking control of your life involves avoiding unnecessary challenges. There's no better way to do this than being proactive. So look ahead for potential challenges and avoid them unless you want to hit them. Okay. Most negative experiences can be predicted and avoided. You understand what I'm saying? So don't react, don't be reactive because by the time you react, it's too late. Be proactive, take control, and then, you know, if you can either, start your, let's say you're a writer, and let's say you have a deadline, and your deadline is next week, okay? You have to write 3,000 words by then, okay? Well, you have two choices. You could start right now and write a little bit each day, or you could wait until the night before and be stressing out over your 3,000 words and getting it edited and sent it in time, right? Well, that would be reactive. But if you started writing today, you wrote a little bit each day, that would be proactive. You feel me? Simple. All right, number 7, set goals. The reason goals matter so much is because it teaches you how to make decisions. Again, you forgot that for a while when you were dealing with a narcissist, right? So you have to make decisions in order to set goals. Feel me? So setting goals means that you are deciding what you want. And so if you make a few decisions and you decide on your goals, bam, you're one step closer. How about that? All right, so let me ask you, are you finally ready to take charge of your life? Are you tired of pretending to be a victim? Are you ready to choose the direction of your life? You can do it, my friend. I'll help you. Just subscribe to my channel. I'll be here every day giving you a little extra encouragement. Take responsibility and work through your fears. A little discomfort is a tiny price to pay for a life that you'll love and enjoy. A life that you deserve to have. Don't you want that? I want that for you. All right, I'm wrapping up, getting ready to jump into a client call, so I will see you guys tomorrow with another video. Have a wonderful day. Thanks as always for being a part of my day and a part of my life. And don't forget, through Sunday, you can still get my book, The Rest is Still Unwritten, for free at booksangieroad.com. All right? Okay, everybody, I'm wrapping up. Talk to you soon. Thanks again for being here and have a wonderful day.